Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today bringing you a very important Fallout 4 video. This is a response video to my Lyon's Brotherhood being in Fallout 4 video. I'm going to be addressing a lot of comments today, and it's just a video I had to make because it's been an issue bothering me lately. And overall, that video was incredibly well received, and I thank you guys so much for your support. There was a lot of sporadic responses to it that really got to me. And there were some lore inaccuracies in the video as well. So in that video I stated that Lyon's Brotherhood was in fact going to be returning to the Commonwealth Wasteland, but I also then followed that up with speculation, which I clearly stated. But the more important part is that I stated that in fact Brotherhood, or Lyon's Brotherhood, would be coming to Fallout 4. And it seems like that could still be the case, but there were some lore inaccuracies in the video. Now, I want to first off say that I did not do this video alone because I know the lore to Fallout, but I am not a lore master. When it comes to lore, I get outside sources. You saw me do it with the space lore video with John. I brought him in because he's a lore master. And although this may sound like a BS excuse, I cannot bring out the person who did help me with this video because I do not want to jeopardize their job or their future. They have specifically asked that I do not bring them out into the public attention. I respect that very much. Just know that this is not all me. I did have help, but this is overall still my fault because I did not double check any type of lore inaccuracies. And it got blown up in my face to a degree because there were some very, and if you watched my 24-hour live stream, you know how much it hurt, hurtful Reddit posts about me. And people saying, don't listen to MrMattyPlays, etc. And I'll respond to those in a little bit because I want to address the lore inaccuracies first. Because what happened was people were saying, well, actually, you got the flags mixed up, Matty, because it seems that the logos are different for both the Midwest Brotherhood of Steel, who has control of the airships and whatnot, and chances are they're the ones who are in the Commonwealth Wasteland, not the Lyon's Brotherhood. So I'm here to kind of explain what happened. So in the beginning of Fallout Tactics, you actually see both the Midwest Brotherhood logo, but then a mirrored one. Now the reason for this is, according to Gamepedia, that it should be noted that the use of the mirrored version of the original insignia interchangeably with the original one, as well as the variants of other colors. So they use both technically. They use the one where the cogs on the right side and the cogs on the left side as seen in this image. But then Bethesda comes in and says, well, this is Lyon's Brotherhood's logo here. And so with that all said, then you go to the in-game stuff for Fallout 3, where you see on the Vertibird in Fallout 3 the reverse logo, and then you see on the Brotherhood of Steel the reverse logo. So what this essentially is, ladies and gentlemen, is lore inconsistency from what we noticed. And the people who helped me out with this video, who are entirely lore masters, I would trust them with anything, believe me, anything coming to Fallout knowledge, were even very confused on this. And so that's where this whole Reddit post came from, was that everyone was like, well, MrMattyPlays is wrong, and fuck him, and he is an awful news source. And it was like, well, whether or not you want to discuss my source, if I'm a good source for you guys or not, is entirely up to you. And I respect your decision if you don't want to make me your #1 source. Yes, that sucks, but I understand why you may prefer someone else. There are people who naturally, and I totally would understand this, prefer Lone Vault Wanderer over me. And that's awesome. Everyone deserves their own preference. But when you go from source discussion to pure bullying and discussing how I look, how I sound, how I act in my videos, how I am on live streams, that's not what that post was about. Some people were saying just don't trust me. And with this all said, it's like, we're human. People make mistakes, and we learn from these mistakes. I've learned now to double, triple check my lore information instead of just instantly trusting my lore masters because they know their stuff, because it just shows they're human as well and can make mistakes. And it shows that Interplay, the people who established the foundation for this universe in Fallout, Bethesda, the people who continued that Fallout legacy, are also human and made mistakes with lore as well, with these reversed logos and insignias and whatnot. It shows that even the game developers are not as hardcore lore policing as some people are in the internet. And I think this just goes to show that we need to remember, people, Fallout 4 will have an established lore and build upon it even further, but it's still a video game. It's still a video game, and we want to have fun with that, not just focus on the fact that did they get this right, did they get that right, because in the end they do care about the lore as much as we do, but it's to an extent where they're not going to absolutely go gung-ho with it and make sure everything's right when they could spend this resource and development time on other things to make the game more enjoyable, like deep stories and side quests, etc. And so with that all said, I just kind of wanted to cover everything that happened through the past few days. Because that couple of those Reddit posts got to me, and it was just like one of those things where it's like, I'd say you can count on one hand the amount of times I've made a ridiculous video, and I'd say that this Brother of Steel video is still not invalidated, and that, you know, it's still somewhat in the air on whether or not that's true. It's just undecided now. But I don't think that excludes me as a source for Fallout 4 information because I made one mistake. Like I said, I can honestly say on one hand you can count how many times I've probably made a mistake, and I have almost 1,000 videos. Does that say that, you know, technically this person who made this very hurtful Reddit post about me, does that say, and fortunately I got it removed, you know, my friend is up there on Reddit, and so naturally he was like, hey man, you don't deserve this at all, this is fucking messed up, this amount of upvotes because of one mistake is ridiculous, I'm getting it taken down, and he did immediately. And it's not like I can't handle the criticism, because as the channel grows, I've learned, you know, I have 140,000 plus subscribers at this point in time, and that not everyone's gonna like me. And if all 140,000 plus of you liked me, I must be doing something truly incredible and must be the most loved human being on earth. But that's just not the case, and I've accepted that over the time. But there's a difference, like I said, between personal attacks and just people saying, he's not my favorite YouTuber, I like his videos for information, but that's about as far as it goes. It's like, okay, that's fine, but when you start personally attacking me, it's ridiculous. But what I was getting on about was that, you know, this guy makes this Reddit post about me, but yet technically he's like, and I just revised all this information, MrMattyPlays is entirely wrong, but technically we all missed this big lore inconsistency. But am I going to screenshot your Reddit post and personally call you out and say, no one listened to this guy again because he fucked up too? No. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I understand I'm a leader. I say that in air quotes because I don't like to fucking sound egotistical or boast about myself. I try to be as humble as possible in my position. But I'm a leader in the Fallout community. I understand my position and my responsibility. And what I did was actually somewhat irresponsible to a degree. But still, that doesn't dignify me as some useless piece of shit now because I made one small potential mistake that could still be correct in the end of all of this. Because from what it seems, there's lore inconsistency. And this could be either the Midwest or Lyon's Brotherhood. I forgot one other thing. Due to this recent backlash, we'll call it, a bunch of content creators and I have recently gathered around and said, let's create some place that Bethesda fans can go to discuss without having to deal with the toxicity of the internet. And so introducing Sugarbomb, right now it's in the beta phase, but it's our own website. It's going to be a host of everything Bethesda discussions. You can get into direct contact with me and multiple other YouTubers such as Lone Vault Wanderer, For All Out, etc. You can contact and have a thread for the Ham Radio podcast. It's stuff like that, Dishonored 2, general gaming as a whole. Everything will be there. And like I said, this is inspired because we wanted to have a place where you guys can talk without there being any type of toxic discussion. This is going to be a place that I'm going to be frequenting because I want to see your thoughts for those who go that extra mile and sign up. And we're working on an app for this at some point in the future, so keep that in mind as well. I'll be sure to announce that if it ever happens. But we need more sign-ups, so I'm going to have a link down below. I hope you guys do check it out and sign up because it's very important that you do so. And other than that, I think that's about it. But anyways, this was an important video I had to make because some people didn't even notice it. They just took my word as it was and moved on with their life and trusted me. Some people noticed that there was a bit of lore inconsistency in the video but didn't butcher me for it. And then there was also that group of people who just came straight at my throats and said, well, fuck you, you finally fucked up, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and just absolutely bathed in my misery. And so, like I said, whether you noticed this or not, I had to come clean because this is what my channel is about. I've always been like this. You guys should know that I wear my heart on my sleeve, and that no matter how much it grows, I'm still reading your comments. I hate the YouTube comment section so much, but it's where I make my videos better sometimes because even though some people can be hurtful, I've learned from this I need to be more careful when I come to lore stuff and when I approach videos that will involve more speculation than information because that should be, as I stated in the video, but it should be considered more, and I'm willing to accept that responsibility. But like I said, this channel's been built off of trust between you and I, where you and I would always be able to, I would be able to say, for example, something happened, like for example with the person who helped me with my video today. Most of you guys will just believe me because I don't lie to you guys. I don't mislead you or anything. And so that's where it goes. Now, some people argued like, well, some people just don't like you because of, clickbait and whatnot. And it's like, that, like I said, this is like one of those things I've kind of just thrown out the window. I used to care so much about what people thought of my titles, but it's like at this point, you win some, you lose some. Like, the title's designed to just get your attention, and like if you click on the video, awesome, thank you. But it's not designed to trick you and let you think that this video is going to be something else. I don't try to clickbait you. Some people are like, I don't like the confirmed, revealed, but there's only so many words I can use and a title to get your attention and kind of get you an idea of what this video is going to be about. But anyways, I've gone on way too long, 9 minutes plus, and I just want to get everything out there. I feel already instantly before I've even put this video up a shit ton better getting it out there and coming clean with you guys and kind of establishing that this is a lore inconsistency more than anything, and that although mistakes were made, it seems that the decision that Lyon's Brotherhood may or may not still be involved for, but for more lore accuracy, it does seem like it will most likely be the Midwest because of the whole airship thing. But like I said, I just want to come out to you guys and let you know what the hell is going on with that. So for those of you who stay tuned this entire video, heard me out, and hopefully understand now, thank you. For those of you who are still sticking with me after this video, thank you. And for those of you who have decided to just come in new and still give me a chance, thank you. And for those of you who still hate me, anyways, just fucking around. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys understand now. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.